Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces. Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to, so don't be your own fool.
Oh, wait. No, I'm putting a fan on.
Can't hide the truth.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I've streamed Genshin in a while. When's my last Genshin stream? Do I need to show off Nefer? I think I need to show off Nefer. When was my last Genshin stream? A month ago. Okay, so I didn't definitely. Okay. So yes, what happened was I was waiting for Lauma's banner, so I wanted Lauma to add on to my Nilou team, and I got Lauma, and I was like, all right, well, the other character is Nefer. I know Nefer's good. I don't like her as a character, but I know she's really strong, so fuck it, I'll put a 10 pull into her. And in that 10 pull, I got her. I won with 50-50, and I got her within the first 10 pull, no pity at all. So I got her for dirt cheap, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have Nefer now. And then I realized, oh wait, I also have one of her best in slot weapons, and I have her best in slot teammates. Not to mention my Nahidra is C2. And so I... Oh, God. I obviously invested into her, as I did Lauma and Colombina. Obviously, Lauma turns Colombina into one of the best DPSs in the game, like really, really good DPS. Maybe not quite as good as Hu Tao, but around Hu Tao levels, so really good DPS. And then there's Nefer, Nefer must be the strongest DPS in the game right now. If she is not the strongest, I am fucking blown away. At least C0. Because I'll do a little damage demonstration here. Her damage is fucking bonkers. Like, genuinely, there's power creep, and then there's what Nefer does. She is completely busted. And since I got her, ironically, although I hate her as a character, I've not been able to stop playing her because she is so insanely strong. It is actually, like, depressing. It's funny, but it's also depressing because, like, holy shit. Like, I've been trying to cope for so long, saying, nah, Hu Tao can still do great, and she can. But Nefer fucking makes a joke of Hu Tao. And it is kind of depressing. Hopefully I can get the rotation right.
Grow! The Temple of Wisdom! Surge, a moonlit night for all. By the frost moon bold.
It's dead. It's dead. So that is the fastest time to kill of any of my teams on this guy. Any of my teams in the whole game. Fastest time to kill. We kill them so fast we don't regenerate our energy back. But also the fun fact is that's not even halfway through a rotation. That is not even half of a team's damage output. You could double his health and we could just keep going. Right there, the way Nefer works, right, now I actually understand her kit. When we played some of the story, I did not get how her kit works. I was awkwardly just spamming each of her abilities. But now I know how it works, of course. And she does work very similarly to Hu Tao, but if Hu Tao was 10 times easier to play and also did 10 times damage. It's fucking ridiculous. The way she works is she has the fucking Verdant Dew, which you get from Lunar Bloom, and then when you use your skill, you enter a powered up state, and then when you charge attack, she does that instead, and it does ridiculous fucking damage. Each one of those charge attacks does, I mean, each hit in the sequence you saw there does like 100,000 damage. So each individual hit in the charge attack, of which there's, 3 hits, does about the same damage as a Hu Tao charge attack individually, which means she does effectively triple Hu Tao's DPS just by existing. And of course, Hu Tao, you have to use jump cancels or sprint cancels,
Like
and, optimize her gameplay. It's literally just press this and then hold charge stack. It is one of the easiest DPSs to play in the whole game, on top of being absurdly fucking overpowered, as well as also having really good team variety. If this is her best team, right, she needs she loses a lot without Lauma, and obviously Columbina's great for her, but Nahida's not necessary either. But this team boosts her into a fucking stratosphere. But even to baseline, even without any of these 3 characters, she would be equal to Hu Tao. And by that I mean Hu Tao's best teams, she would be equal to. And then once you do add these guys, she is game-breakingly overpowered. She's fucking insane. And it's actually kind of sad, because obviously Nilu Bloom was my favourite team to play in the game, and I got Lauma because I wanted to make Nilu Bloom better, and because I wanted to try Columbina as a DPS. And getting Nefer ruined that, in a way, because why the fuck would I play Nilu Bloom? Because the other fun fact is obviously, she's not single target Nefer. She has one of the biggest AoEs out of any DPS in the fucking game. So on top of everything she has, incredibly easy to play, pretty good team variety, not the best, but pretty damn good team variety, brain dead easy to play. fucking strongest character in the whole fucking game. And on top of that, she's not even single target. She's fucking AoE. She can easily attack groups of like 5 enemies at once. As long as they're like somewhat close together, she can hit all of them at once. It's fucking insane. It is an insane level of power creep. And on one hand, I find it fun. But on the other hand, holy shit, this game is fucking dead. Because this is what the DPS ceiling is now. And that means content's they're gonna keep bumping up HP, they're gonna keep adding in more fucking shield mechanics until, if you're not playing the character that just released, the game's gonna be basically unplayable. Just because their enemies will be so tanky. Look, I just got Flynn's as well, man, and I really like playing as Flynn's. Well, I did like playing as Flynn's, but he is a good bit harder to play. Like, he doesn't have a healer. It's really hard to actually fit a healer onto Flynn's teams. As Nefer, if you can get Lauma C1, she becomes the best healer in the game. And otherwise, you have Columbina, who isn't a healer, but one of her best in slot weapons is Prototype Amber. And we also have Nefer. All 4 of these characters could run Prototype Amber. And Nefer would suffer for it, but the rest of the characters would be fine. You still do good damage, and then you'd actually have just good healing as well. She's just bonkers fucking OP. Insanely OP. Like, holy fucking shit. What have they done, OP? So, genuinely, like, getting this team, although it's fun, I haven't played any other team since. Because they're not fun anymore. Because they feel so much weaker. Every single other team. Every single last one. Because Nefer just does so much fucking damage. The other part of this is that on top of dealing so much fucking damage, it's also Lunar Bloom damage, which means it surpasses the shield mechanic. Right? Which means, obviously, the Lunar Wild Hunt enemies have a second health bar, which only gets affected by Lunar Bloom. Which means, although she already does, like, more than twice Hu Tao's DPS, you can then effectively double it again. Because she's also damaging the second health bar. So she effectively fucking does, not shitting you, 10 times Hu Tao's damage. And Hu Tao was like my previous... Like, Hu Tao was previously tied for my most effective team. Right, this team was previously my top performing alongside Novelette's and Flynn's and Arlecchino could in optimal situations. And who the fuck else am I thinking? Al Haytham. Poor Al Haytham. Al Haytham is still, I think, the most fun, most well-designed character Genshin ever put out, at least DPS. Most fun DPS to play in the game. But now he's completely ruined by this. He's completely ruined. He doesn't come anywhere near the level of damage. Yeah, she completely breaks the game in terms of strength. And another thing, on top of Lunar Shield, she also breaks Natlan Shield. Because the Natlan Shield, right, was like cause enough elemental reactions or hit enemies with Night Soul damage. Obviously, Nefer doesn't have a Night Soul, but every single time she hits an enemy with Lunar Bloom, it like counts as a reaction. So that one boss where it's like basically impossible to break their shield if you aren't running Natlan characters. Guess what? Nefer doesn't give a fuck. Nefer can just DPS through it. Because each time she hits, it counts as an elemental reaction, so you're getting a fuckload of elemental reactions. So Nefer is the best DPS in the game. One of the easiest to play. AoE. Easy to get a team for, easy to get weapons and artifacts for. And on top of that, she also perfectly answers Lunar Shield mechanics, and she fucking answers Natlan Shield. I cannot emphasize this enough, how game-breakingly, stupidly fucking overpowered Nefer is. Like, people are going, oh, Malwika's so OP. No, she fucking isn't. Nefer is so much fucking better than Malwika. It's fucking insane. I cannot emphasize enough how overpowered his character is, and I'm just genuinely, part of me is happy about it, just 'cause I like a big number, but the other part of me genuinely thinks, like, I might quit Genshin soon, because this is getting bad. This is getting real bad. Like, exploration is still fine, but like, Spiral Abyss is dead. It is dead. Because they're going to have to make it so that Spiral Abyss is still hard, even for this team. And this team, again, has fucking ludicrous damage output compared to every other team in the game. So, every other team in the game no longer stand a chance. So, it's over. And the other fun thing is, like, none of these characters are all that valuable. As long as there's... Like, the only problem, like, I guess I should get Aino, level up Aino, so that she can replace Columbine on this team. The only issue I would have is, obviously, if there's two sides of Lunar Shield. But, like, these team members are not very valuable team members. Nahida's pretty valuable, and Columbina kind of. But otherwise, this team is very self-contained. I can easily use this team, this team, this team... almost to this team. This team. This team is surprisingly good, by the way. This team is fine. This team is fine. This team fucking sucks. This team is fine. This team would be mostly fine. This team is fine if we can find a replacement for Nahida here. Yao Yao would work, I guess. Ole would also maybe work. DMC might work. This team is fine. This team is fine. This team... What? It's just insane. So yeah, opening stream Matt, yeah, it is fucked. It's over. Also, on Xenostone Zero today, they dropped a new banner. The fun thing about Xenostone Zero is I don't really keep up with any of the update live streams and such. So I don't know what banners are upcoming with Xenostone Zero. So I got a pleasant surprise today when I logged in and saw, oh, there's a new banner. Who's on the new banner? And, oh god. Okay, I just got a PS5 overheat warning, so that's fun. I'll have to end stream in a moment. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, the stream's loads of housekeeping. Cool. So even there, even without using any character's ultimates, she's still like dealing twice the damage to Fruitown. It's fucking silly. Insane. On Xenostone Zero, fucking there's a 5-star version of Billy Kid now. Starlight Billy Kid. And I was at like 20 until hard pity, so I was like, okay, I have 25 wishes right now. Threw them in, 150-50. Got Starlight Billy Kid. I've grinded him out. I have a fuckload of materials and stockpiled resin. He's incredibly fucking fun, and he's pretty damn strong as well. And it's amazing. It also kind of just impressed me with Xenostone Zero that, well, I made an Instagram post about it. Like, Xenostone Zero has quite possibly like the best melee-based, because it is a melee-based game. If the best melee-based gameplay in any game I've ever played. It is so fucking incredible when it wants to be. Xenostone Zero has its annoying shield mechanics as well. Xenostone Zero, like Genshin, the fundamental gameplay still works even if you don't get characters. Like Genshin, you can still use elemental reactions no matter what characters you have. In Xenostone Zero, you still have parry, dodges, and all that stuff. It's just obviously, you know, some characters are better and more fun than others. But it's just sad it's a gacha game, because like if it was just a regular action game with that fucking good gameplay consistently, and like a good story and good exploration like Genshin has, it would genuinely be a 10 out of 10 game. The animation and VFX as well in Xenos is so good. This is kind of awkward, and now I just have to end stream in the middle of housekeeping because the PlayStation got overheat warning. It doesn't feel that hot. Usually, when I get an overheat warning, I can touch PlayStation. It will feel like really hot to a touch. It does feel hot, but not like that hot. Not hot enough I would have thought an overheat warning. And that's fucking brilliant. I'm getting worried because there's only 11 days left on this event. I've heard it's really bad. I don't want to miss it because I want the Primo Gems. It seems there's a weapon. But I don't... Is this a weapon? Is it a skin? It doesn't really say what this is. I'm going for a Mona Constellation. Oh yeah, there's 2 more fucking story acts. I think it's going back to Sumeru. So I want to see what's going on here as well. I've heard there's some controversy. People are not happy with, I guess, whatever happens to Totore here. I have mixed feelings on this. I really thought the Totore arc should have just been over. But we're still on it. I have not explored this area any further yet. I have no interest in Nicole or Durin. I don't find him... I kind of like Durin, but I don't need him for anything, really, so... Nicole also is... Bennett power creep. Fucking finally, we have a character that's actually better than Bennett. Arguably. She doesn't have any healing, which means she doesn't work with Farina, so she still isn't even necessarily better than Bennett. And her attack buff also is not... In most scenarios, it would be better than Bennett, but I think it totally is possible for Bennett to actually have a bigger attack buff anyway. So she still doesn't truly power creep Bennett. She also has a positive uptime on her skill, which kind of depresses me, because, you know, back in the day, only Archons had positive uptime on their skill. But now fucking every character has a positive uptime. Nefer, I mean, doesn't really count. Lauma, positive uptime. Columbina, technically is an Archon, but regardless, positive uptime. Nahida, he is an Archon, positive uptime. Zhongli, positive uptime. I don't actually have that many examples because I don't pull many of the current characters. Linnea, positive uptime. Positive uptime, 7 seconds. Nicole, positive uptime. Varka doesn't count. Zibai doesn't count. I don't think Aluga counts. Durin, does Durin have a positive uptime? I think so. Kind of. The way his kit works is a little bit funky. Yes. Yes, he does. Cooldown 18 seconds, duration 20. So yeah, Durin has a positive uptime. Yehoda... Duration 20 seconds, cooldown 15. So maybe, I don't really know how a kit works. No. Flynn's no. Lauma, we've been over this. Ino. Fucking Ino has a positive uptime ratio on her burst. Skill doesn't count. But yeah, her burst is positive uptime ratio. Nefer, positive uptime ratio. Fuck me. Oh. Dahlia, I don't think counts. Escoffier is positive uptime ratio. Oof. At least Escoffier, obviously, because she's made for freeze teams, at least it makes sense with her. Escoffier needs to be really overpowered for her teams to work. It's Janssen, positive uptime. I don't really know. So I don't use Janssen, I don't really know their kit. Jilonin is positive uptime. Cooldown 7 seconds, duration 15 seconds. Actually the best uptime ratio in the game. Her burst isn't though. But yeah, skill is. So, God, it's. Yeah, like, see, it is a perfect example of how bad power creep is. Then we can go back, like, Chiori. Of course, Chiori doesn't have positive uptime. No way. Actually, no. No, she does. Barely. She doesn't feel like she does. I'm so sad, Chiori. I would love to use Chiori. Obviously, she's one of my favorite character designs in the game. I like her kit-ish, kind of. I have some problems with it. And I like that she's Geo. I'd want her to be a little bit more of a support role, though maybe that doesn't really fit her personality. She'd make more sense as a blend of sub-DPS and DPS to me. Unfortunately, she's just a sub-DPS, and she isn't very good at it. And she has no support, so she is really fucking bad, let's be real. Not a good pull. I wish she wasn't. I wish she was good. Chevra's is positive uptime, isn't she? Kind of? No. Her orb has a positive uptime ratio, but that's different. So it's after Farina, of course, Farina's an Archon. After that, they just said, fuck it. Everyone now has a positive uptime ratio because power creep. So yeah, pretty depressing. This fucking character's weird. I don't know anything about them. Their kit is weird. I struggle to understand it. It's phrased weirdly. I haven't used them at all yet. They don't seem that good. I heard their power creep to Sucrose finally. I don't see that. As far as I can tell, they deal damage. It just deals damage. Deals more damage. And then here you go. Here's an actual damage boost, but it doesn't seem that big. So up to an extra 50% damage, which is not that much. It's not bad, but Kazuha gives about 1,000, which Kazuha gives 40%, which is less, but he also gives a 40% Veg Shred, which is worth a lot more than 50% damage. Sucrose is also 40% Veg Shred, and what else does Sucrose have going on? I need to then stream after this. I wish the overheat warning, I wish I could check if it's still overheating or not. It just comes up and says, turn PlayStation off, and then doesn't come up again. So I'll turn it off and then turn it back on in a little bit and check to see if it's still, if it's okay. Where's Sucrose? Where's Sucrose? There you are. So Sucrose gets a 250 EM bonus. Roundabout. You get some a damage bonus percent there as well. So 40% Res Shred, 250 EM. I'm looking at 13% damage bonus. Plus another 20%. So, I mean, that is C6. So I don't see how she beats Sucrose. Not to mention she's a witch. Is this character a witch? Where's the witch's book thing? I still have this. Where's the witch's homework book? The Aranyaka has been updated? I don't think I streamed Genshin back when I did this quest. I like this quest. Yeah, I think everything just got reset. Where is... I thought we had like a book where we do a witch's homework thing to give a witch power-ups.
If you try to hold them back...
I mean, it says in the skills, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Go to homework. Oh. Fuck you. Okay, fine. Okay, so she also can give 30% attack for 5 seconds, which is basically nothing. 5 seconds, that's the shortest buffer window in the whole game. So I really struggle to see how this is good. Maybe that repeatedly triggers. I don't understand her kit.
You'll be swept away by their unstoppable...
But okay, I have to end stream anyway, because it's like got an overheat warning. That's brilliant.
Entirely, you'll end up
So I guess I'll
tearing
come
yourself
back.
to pieces.
Whoops.